Everything's just a fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Everything's just a fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Everything's just a fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Everything's just.
Everything is a fuck you.
Fuck you. Everything's just a fuck you.
Everything is a fuck you.
Everything's just a fuck you.
Everything is a fuck you.
Everything's just a fuck you.
Everything is a fuck you.
Everything's just.
Everything is a fuck you.
Everything's just a fuck you.
Everything is a fuck you.
Like Apple is just a fuck you.
So long. Thanks for all the money.
Everything's just a fuck you.
Everything is a fuck you.
Oh, sorry, your visa's denied. Why? Cause fuck you.
Everything's just a fuck you.
Everything is a fuck you.
Like Apple is just a fuck you.
So long. Thanks for all the money.
Everything's just a fuck you.
Everything is a fuck you.
Oh, sorry, your visa's denied. Why? Cause fuck you.
Just do it.
No.
Fuck you.
You stupid idiot.
Fuck you.
Just do it.
No.
Fuck you.
It's so maddening. No.
Just do it.
Good game. Fuck you. Hey, idiot.
Go get it.
No.
Fuck you.
Just do it.
Go. I'm fuck cool.
It's maddening.
Just do it.
No.
Fuck you.
You stupid idiot.
Fuck you.
Just do it.
No.
Fuck you.
It's so maddening.
Just do it.
Good game. Fuck you. Hey, idiot.
Go get it.
Sean, fuck you.
Do it.
Go.
No. Fuck cool.
It's maddening.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Just do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Just do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Just do it. 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 Just do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Just do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Just do it. 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 Everything's just a fuck.
It's fucking terrifying. It's the only thing.
Is just to fuck you.
So long. Thanks for all the money.
Everything's just a
Dream.
It's true. Everything is a fuck you.
Oh, sorry, your Why is it like this? Cause fuck you.
Everything's just a fuck.
It's fucking terrifying. It's the only thing.
Is just to fuck you.
So long.
Are you fucking serious?
Everything's just a
Dream.
It's true. Everything is a fuck you.
Nice, I'm nice. I swear to God, I'm nice. I realized something about life and space and Dickles and the Wild West frontier and Manifest Destiny and the Pilgrims and Moana also was involved. The whole point of life is just to escape. It's just to escape the gray goo that people turn into. The apathy and the mediocreness that consumes everything and ruins it.
Right. Well, it looks like we're live now. How's it going, everybody? My name is, well, you can call me Full Blast Forever. And we're going to do a little after show, talk about what we saw tonight. How you guys doing? Who's with me tonight?
Oh,
Well, I'm back.
Apex, we got you, drunken Australian trench coat wearing weirdo.
Yeah.
Silverfish, I guess you're here too, right? How's it going, guys? How you doing?
Hey, man. Hey. Sorry. Just
Yeah.
And I'm still recovering from last weekend when I called in for a hot couple of minutes. I got fucking smashed.
Yeah.
what is
We'll
a weekend?
We'll talk about that, but what a show tonight, huh? What a kill stream. I see people saying we might be days away from a kill stream. Anybody know what that is? Oh, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not cheering for it. You know, I think I'd say I'm in the corner. I hope he succeeds, but hey, it's gonna be fun regardless. I'll tell you that.
Freddie
No matter what
Drongo in the chat addressed me with a question. He said, "Did I get 100K in Miss Pac-Man?" And yes, sir. This week I did. If you go to Full Blast Forever 2, a little plug for the secondary channel, you can see that. You can also listen to music by the Hard Men Working Hard. I've been playing some video games and jamming out on your secondary channel there, buddy. But I did not watch Ralph tonight. I was playing video games and doing other stuff. So you guys are gonna have to fill me in.
Oh well, I think there's much speculation about what got on Ralph's bad side, because he was filled with some ire. I mean, he really. Apex, did you hear any of this?
The common theory is the fucking divorce shit. It would get to anyone, you know.
Even I mean, I'm a married guy. I know you are too, Silverfish. Even if I hated my wife, and I love her very much, I feel like it would probably be. I couldn't play that for too long. I get mad. Who's drinking?
Oh, I just cracked a La Croix, but I do have a wine glass full of whiskey as well.
Yeah, that's 2 strikes out, buddy. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, what the fuck is happening over there?
What? LaCroix. It's good. What's wrong with it? It's bubbly water.
No,
Tastes good.
The whiskey in the wine glass. What the fuck is that shit?
Oh,
I'm gonna leave you at the mercy of the chat here.
I got a story. You know how there are like small wine glasses that some places have that you could. This one I have is about a 6-ounce pour total, right? And I got it from this place that had a tasting room, and they sold wine and spirits there. For the spirits, they would pour it in the bottom of the cup, and the wine they pour it near to the top. But it's a wine glass without a stem, so it's like a low ball thing. So you can put whiskey in it too. I think.
All right, yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's like a little stiffener, snifter, or what is that?
And what do we think Ralph was drinking in his?
What I'm saying is, I filled it to the wine line, so it's about 6 ounces of whiskey in here. So yeah.
I don't know if he was drinking, Apex.
Is he just having a bad time? Like, what's going on? I know he's going through a divorce. Is he just...
He nearly screamed at Flamenco for a little bit there, because they were having a back and forth, and then Flamenco dead called him fat.
Yeah,
and,
they talked about a real fight, too.
Yeah. It's like, oh, well, I don't think I'll be able to fight in your weight class, and little jabs like that, and Ralph got fucking ass mad.
I think Eat a Dick was thrown around. Burn in Hell was mentioned.
Kill yourself. Yeah.
2 different points. Yeah. So it was high energy. I'll say that. It's. I think it was good for a Friday night. Hell, I don't know. I liked it. I had a fun time.
It was great. Bibble and Gator in there as well, just sitting there, having to sit there. That was funny.
Yeah, for a while after that, it was just Rand and Bibble talking
flat
about
out just got up. Yeah.
He just peaced out.
Yeah. I don't understand Flamenco, I guess. I mean, he seems like a good guy or whatever. I don't have any real experience with him, but I would stick around and let people talk to me like that. Would you?
So they weren't just busting balls. He was shit. I must be drunk and stoned. Genuinely angry.
Yeah. I think there was some genuine ire going on, and I don't know. Like it was awkward. I mean, in a way that I enjoy. I like when things get awkward, intense, strange, because people get all weird, and it's funny to me. I'm sick.
Yeah,
but it was definitely uncomfortable. I don't know. Apex, you said you listened. How would you feel if what's your take on Flamenco?
I think he just had to step out for a second.
Oh, is that what he said? I thought he was talking about Ralph stepping out.
No. He said it in he sent you a message or something. But yeah, I didn't watch it. So rephrase the question that's appropriate for me, sir, and I'll answer it.
What? Yeah. Okay. Let's say occasionally I flew off the handle and literally told you to burn in hell. Why don't you go fucking burn in hell, man?
What we should do maybe is, can we role play this?
No.
Let's do it. No, you be Ralph, or you be angry. You be angry, and hey,
You know
what's
what?
something
That's a really stupid fucking idea, and I want no more part of it. All right?
Why
Shut the
not?
fuck up.
It's a good idea. We could role play it. It'll be fun.
I'm sick of your shit.
You know, you have no sense of humor.
You gonna turn that around on me? You got no sense of
You got no sense of humor, buddy. You know,
you'd be laughing about this right now. You would be, but
I think you'd be having a chuckle, but you sound kind of angry there, bud.
Man, I'm laughing my tits off over here.
I'm having a little guffaw myself.
Yeah.
I don't think we can be capable of being angry with each other.
I think I could
No
be pretty
homo.
mad at you. No, I could be pretty. There's some definite things.
Wait, you've been mad at me?
No, I never have. But you don't know.
Let's air the grievances. It's Festivus.
Just leave. There's not a lot that makes me mad,
Yeah.
and you've never made me mad. I think the only thing that as long as people don't fuck with my family,
Yeah,
that's my thing. Like, and I don't think you'd ever do that. So, but we're talking. I don't know. We're talking about people here. We're talking about Flamenco, who's adult, right? Ralph's a guy. So
he's a guy.
yeah, they're online relationships, the thing that we all so you can enjoy and laugh at. But I just don't get it. I don't get where Flamenco's coming from. And maybe if he felt like calling in and explaining himself, I hear him out.
Yeah, anybody, even Ralph's been on this thing before. If he wants to get angry at us,
well, you're right though. It's hard to role play that because neither of us are going to get actually upset or mad.
Yeah, we're not actors either, too. So I guess if you're an actor, project that.
I don't want to dig deep into your personality and flaws and find something that'll actually. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of mean.
Right? Yeah, it is kind of.
I don't want to hurt you, buddy.
Maybe.
I don't want to hurt you, baby.
This is getting real.
Don't hurt me, baby.
Real weird.
Man, I've been getting weird. Hey, man, I just noticed. Speaking of mad, 2 of the gifts on our display they're synced up. It's freaking me out. Here, I gotta do something about this.
Oh no, leave it. That's a phenomenon. It's like when the DVD symbol hits the very.
Is that good or bad?
It's like good.
Chat, one for good on the gifts, 2 for bad. I don't know. That repeat is.
That's an interesting question, though.
I respect chat. Chat always wins.
Big 8 portents, right? Omens.
Oh shit! All 3 of them synced up. Sorry.
People used to care a lot about that kind of stuff, right? You've heard tales of Roman generals not going into battle because they saw an eagle go across the sky. Bad portents can't fight today. And I'm of the mind that I think that's kind of in your head. Can't get out of that. I'm seeing how many people are you seeing that never talk about God suddenly saying God's punishing us, God's punishing Trump, he's upset with us. I saw a headline in Drudge Report. Is God upset with us? And I'm not talking about whether he is or he isn't. I'm talking about the people that are otherwise just going about their lives and never give 2 shits or a thought about it. But as soon as something bad happens, a series of bad things happen, it's right back to the old way of thinking.
Yeah, no, that's how some people have religious experiences. They hit that rock bottom, get religious for a while, then go back to drugs or alcohol or whatever caused them to hit rock bottom in the first place. It's people only to submit to a higher authority when they are fearful or need something bad. Unless they buy into that mentality.
I suppose. I find it interesting.
Your average Joe, I'd say, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I just find it interesting that people can't help themselves. You can pretty much count on it, on people saying and doing those kind of things. Right? Yep. I mean, do you expect anything less or more?
No. I mean, fear is a great motivator, a powerful, scary one. How are you doing? How are you surviving this coof flu? What is it called?
Oh.
Deus Volt. Thank you, Takar.
It's called Tom Hanks disease.
Yeah, it's Tom Hanks disease.
Yeah. Well, if you want to talk about me, I'm doing all right. I'm
Sorry.
I'm fucking good. Serious? No, I'm doing okay. Trying to stay healthy, trying to eat right, not drinking, not doing all not smoking. I can only do so much, right? Like, my kid's got the sniffles right now, and as soon as she starts blowing her nose, I'm like, oh, got my eye on you, little kiddo.
Get those droplets away from me.
So I'll tell you this, praying isn't enough. I'm not going to make a statement here because I don't think anyone really cares what I think or feel or believe. But I'll tell you this, I'm pretty sure almost every major religion on earth says that, you know, you can pray all you want, but that when God picks you, he picks, and that's it, right?
Well, yeah.
So there's an incredible amount of uncertainty and a loss of control. You know, I think that's maybe part of what drives people absolutely crazy. Notice the way people act when things are uncertain and they know they don't have control over it.
Yeah.
I think that's when people really start to lose their heads. That's why I think people
acted a herd mentality of fear.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, no, I was going to say that. That's why I think people who are really low on their means are really having a hard time scraping by. Lord knows I've been there. I think it changes your mind and puts you in a more almost like a feral state. Does that make any sense at all? like you see people with nothing who are destitute, and it's like the decisions they make are so impulsive. It's like they live moment to moment, and it's probably a survival technique, probably a survival tech.
I think it is that living moment to moment when you're at the bottom of like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Are you familiar with this? It's a pyramid.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll explain it for the chat. It's a pyramid like the Kangs built back in the day. The bottom of it, this is your needs as a person, a human being. The bottom is like food, water, shelter. Then above that is like sex,
video games,
intimacy, video games. Above that is like true love or something, and above that is like self-actualization. And if you know, the pinnacle is where you want to be. You want to be self-actualized and all that shit. But if you're at the very bottom, you know, you're just scraping by and shit. That's going to be your first priority. It's just your basic needs: food, water, money, roof over your head, and you're not going to think about those long-term goals. And also, if you have no money in the bank for next month, why think about next month, man?
What I'm saying is I think it's literally impossible for many people to think clearly about next month when they are having a hard time feeding themselves. So not everybody, because in America we get food stamps out like it's crazy. It's nothing.
Well, hang on,
There's
how
also
many people live month to month? It's like 80% or something of our generation anyway. The fucking boomers.
Yeah, I mean, how many people your age or younger that you know have families and a house?
Like none. I mean, you know, maybe
I hang out with some weird people.
Yeah, well, you guys are also. I mean, I was gonna say you're smart, but I can't say that.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to Walmart with 7 kids.
No.
To buy a bunch
12
of cartons of High C and fucking Eggos.
Oh fuck yeah! Breakfast of champions, there, buddy.
Dude, food stamps. Can we talk about food stamps for a second? What?
Papa Bajit asked what I had for breakfast, and he wasn't satisfied with my answer of 57 hits for my Juul and a coffee.
Should be oatmeal.
Let's talk about the stamps.
Should always be oatmeal. Squats and oats save your life, boys. You could squat away the coronavirus. You think Kegels will do it for you? You can't Kegel out a corona. You can
Really?
Squat it out.
Damn it.
Hell no. Yeah. It's all about the oats, baby.
What if you squat onto a big pile of oats? Does that
no.
do any? Is that just a sexual thing that you do?
That is gay sex.
Oh
yeah.
Let's talk about food stamps.
Just so that they buy. They covered it on the Dick Show about how like 10% of food stamps goes to Coca-Cola. I mean, what I'm saying, yeah, like you can buy ice cream, you can buy coffee, and it's just maybe I'm being a little tense here. Maybe I'm being a little bit of a shrewd about pennies, but okay, I bet Chaz can.
Well, it's your money, man. If it's welfare from taxes that are taken against you, usually against your will, then yeah, that's your money. Complain about it, please. Go on.
Well, I'm saying, like, I bet Chad will light me up, but I don't mind the, I don't know what it is in every state. It might be this in every state, but the WIC program?
I think that's a federal thing in the U.S.
Yeah, it's like, they only let you buy certain foods. Now,
it stands for women, infants, and children, and the purpose of it was for, like, mothers, I guess, that need help with their...
So if you have a kid, they give you basically food tickets, but you can't buy like hot food. You can't. You can buy like peanut butter, milk, bread, crap like that. And look, nothing's gonna be perfect. I don't like any of this. But if we're gonna have something, why can't it be like that? Why can't food stamps be like that? You're going to take my money. I know you're gonna do it. So why let them buy ice cream with it? I don't understand.
I think originally, I'd have to look it up, but I think originally the idea of food stamps came from ration packs, and maybe originally they were just for individual food items per an actual physical stamp. I know that's how they were in like war rationing times, right? It's like you get your flour, you get your eggs, or blah blah blah. I think they used to be like that, but now that they're electronic cards, I think it's the thing of free choice.
What about
you can't do alcohol though.
What about tax breaks for churches? What if extra tax breaks for churches? Well, I know they get like 100%, right? How about some kickbacks for places that take care of people with like food banks, right? That's not something that's coming out of my pocket. So much.
Those are nonprofits. Yeah, so they usually get, if they have a nonprofit status, they'll be tax exempt usually.
Even that's a pain. Like I've lived down the street from a Catholic food bank, and the amount of syringes and otherwise homeless detritus covering everything is it's notable. I mean, it's like a perimeter of trash. And like the kind of thing where you just see like plates. Half a plate of spaghetti. It's like, well, I know this guy got this meal down the street, ate it at the bus stop, and just left it for someone else to clean up.
Oh, so they're feeding them meals out there. It's like a kitchen, soup kitchen.
It's like a kitchen, and it creates like an epicenter of all the problems that this kind of brings.
So like the the kitchen, I think, yeah, that would definitely attract homeless people looking for like a meal. And then they shit on the street and throw food everywhere or whatever. But like in my little town, there's a food pantry, and it's like a grocery store. So like people that need it can go and pick up X amount of items or whatever, and just bring it home. So that one's a lot more civilized.
Oh well, yeah. Well, you know what? It's whatever. If they want to buy their high C and Eggo waffle, I hope you fucking enjoy it. I can't wait to pay for your cancer treatments. I hope you pay for mine, but I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah. We get to pay for the high C. We get to pay for the diabetes treatments down the road. We get to pay for the rascal scooter when they get their foot cut off, and then we get to pay for all 7 of the kids to get into college because of affirmative action.
Well, we also have to pay the kickbacks for the colleges that raise the medical students to take care of them. Brightest minds in the world.
Everyone's college debt, motherfucker.
I'm so sick of talking about money, guys.
Hey, I got some cool figures I looked up today, though, about taxes, because who we should really hate here is the government. You know those stickers that say I voted that you get in the United States after you vote? Everyone shows them off on social media. You know how much that cost a year?
What?
$38 million.
What the fuck?
That's nice. Yeah, good for them. It's a good business model.
For us. Broken down, it's about like a penny or so per American. But, whatever. That $1.5 trillion thing that Trump put in today, I don't know how much that is per American. I looked up some other shit, but I forget what it was. The U.S. defense budget in 2018 cost about $2,098 per man, woman, and child in the U.S. All 327 million of us, not including the undocumented. So that's how much our defense costs.
It's pretty wild. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. When you think about it like that, to the individual, they can conceptualize it a little more.
Well, speaking of a lot of money, something else that was on the kill stream tonight, Ralph was talking about a literal whore who makes $220K a year.
Yeah, I've said many times since I was, a teenager that if I was a woman, I would maintain that body and fucking sell
it. Sell your body, huh? Sell your soul away?
Would you whore yourself out, or would you cam whore?
Hey, what about what about as a man? What about if you had the option as a man?
Well, yeah. If people want to pay to see me, I'll fucking do that instead of work.
Are you fucking serious? Are you kidding me?
No, I'd do it. I want to go to work and not just get money by people literally looking at my naked body that was like twice as much as I earn now. Get that? Yeah, of course I'd fucking do that.
Okay, Apex.
What?
I got... Someone asked me to do that a couple months ago.
Oh, come on, do it.
Wait, what?
Are you getting casted for porn? Is that what's going on?
Okay, so I go to a pretty small gym, and a lot of the regulars, we talk, we're friendly with each other, right?
Where do you talk to these guys at? Around the equipment or in the locker room?
Well, it's actually mostly women, because my wife's on the bikini team for the gym. That's her thing. She likes to compete.
That sounds pretty gay. No, tell me about these dudes you're talking to.
Yeah, so one of these guys, he's a veteran, so we talk about like stuff, and he kept dropping that he's got a business. I'm doing this business thing on the side. Okay, that's cool. Hey, I got $300, and this guy's a weirdo. He's talking to me. I can already tell, but okay, I'll listen. And he starts dropping, I gotta do these photos, and I'll and I'll make $300. Ah, good for you. He goes, you ever thought about selling your soul?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah. And he's like, well, it's what he says. He goes, oh, so you just want to work hard and make your money that way?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I'd rather just have a job than take my underwear off for dudes online. Sorry. Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about this gentleman? What did he look like? Was he wearing anything special at the gym?
I'll tell you about this guy. He's kind of a nut. Apparently, all the women complain about him because he's tried to date all of them and is just a complete psychopath and won't stop talking about his ex-girlfriend.
So he started trying to date you?
Well, he tried to recruit me. He's tried to pimp me out. Yeah. Turns out later he's of a certain tribe, and he's also short. So
tribal guy. Yeah.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on there.
I've been to the gyms with like guys with tribal tattoos before, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Dude, the dude won't fucking leave it alone. He keeps asking me to do the competition thing too. Number one, I'm not fit. I think it's that fit. I think he's a flexing.
You're fit. You have some.
I'm not a competitor, and I think this guy's flexing because he is, and he's always like, "Oh, you should compete, bro. You should compete." I keep fucking telling him, dude.
Yeah.
With the smile on my face, I try to be friendly. I'm like, it's not fun for me. The last thing I want to do is get spray tan and walk around in a Speedo in front of a bunch of people. Does not sound like fun. I'd rather sit on the internet and scream and complain. That sounds like a lot more of a fun time. But he won't stop. He won't fucking stop.
Yeah.
And Apex, that's what I'm asking you is, if this guy came to you all sweaty and weird and said, do you want to take your underwear off on my web stream? You're telling me you'd do it.
The demand for me specifically would already have to be there. So I know I'm making money.
Oh, there's a demand for something that you could do, I'm sure.
Well, how much would he have to pay you to do it for the first time? Because didn't you say Full Blast, he said $300 or something?
Yeah, that was
$300. All right,
yeah.
So hang on, you just have to stand there for $300.
You have to be a performer for a series of live dudes for 6 hours.
Wait.
6
What
hours.
is this? So you get naked and do you jack your dick off, or you just flex, or what? I don't know.
Look. I don't. He didn't say. I gave you guys all the details I know. I'm just assuming from the point.
Okay. Well, let's go into the assumption of let's go into the assumption of the details you know for $300. Apex, yes or no?
For 6 hours?
Yeah.
Probably not for 6 hours.
Yeah. How about for 1 hour? I thought it was like an hour thing. Come on, man.
You think you're worth $300 an hour?
Yes, I know I am, actually.
Maybe if you debase yourself in a way that they would be utterly irredeemable, possibly. But do you want to do that? Do you want to sell your soul?
Dude, is it really like...
Yes!
What's her name? Rosa D said thoughts through and everything. Man, they do. But when you can just make that much money by literally doing nothing, that is a fucking hard thing to pass.
I would rather link up with like someone like the person who designed Project Melody. There's a person behind that, like an American graphical artist set this thing up. That's genius. And he single-handedly, without taking his fucking underwear off, he banned a lot of thoughts. Put it that way.
Hey man,
more than I ever could.
I'm reading in the chat right now. We're people talking about demons, selling your soul to the devil, and that's what I'm saying. Apex, you said it would be hard to pass up, right, man? And that's like a judgment test right there. That's God's shit test right there.
Well, I don't
it's like,
have
it's
that
hard to
choice
pass up if you sell your soul for these shekels, man. You know, you gotta make that call.
You're asking me theoretical where the demand would be there, so that's a different. Like, if you ask me now, like literally, hey, Apex, take your fucking 60 kilo skinny ass and stand in front of a camera. I'm like, no, because I wouldn't make money from that.
Are you telling me that there's not a demand for twinks?
There is. Are you hairy?
I wouldn't. Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay,
Apex,
then you'd be an otter, maybe.
I think you're not using your imagination appropriately. Telling me that if you... They'll find something that they want you to do. And I think you're not going to like it, and you're going to balk, and you're going to say, never mind, it's not worth the money. This is a bad idea.
No, it'd be worth the money.
You get about 3 shirt buttons in, and throw up and leave, crying.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're trying to get me to do this for real because you know I talk hard shit.
Is this what you think we're trying to do?
Hey, Full Blast, you got that guy's business card? Why don't you give it to Apex?
Yeah, give it to me, man. Let's see what's going on.
You know what? I'm.
Jay Mausen says Full Blast should wear a cross to the gym. It'll scare him off.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's not made out of any precious metals. I don't know if that'll work.
You ever
Get a nice
do that?
wooden cross on a leather rope.
You ever try to say things that you kind of hope will just give people the right message, which is the wrong message, and leave you alone? Like, same guy, he asked me, like, well, then why are you working out if you're not going to compete? I told him, oh, but I got a family. I'm working out for the Boogaloo, for the coming Civil War. And I'm saying that kind of as a joke. But also, like, he's just some normal fucking in real life.
Yeah.
He's gonna think I'm weird and leave me alone. And he instantly says, I want to go to Washington, train Antifa to help with that too. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm dealing with here.
You should yeah, you should really just take a hard line on that Boogaloo and just get weirder and weirder until he finally like gets it and leaves you alone.
Dude, I already am. I try. You know, I'm wearing like a Mac Tonight shirt and my Dragon Ball pajama pants to that fucking gym.
Fucking
and they
nice.
still don't. They think it's great, and they talk to me anyway. Like, oh.
Now you're not that. You're not the.
You must be fucking hot, is what you're trying to say. Low key, you're like, I'm fucking hot. All these guys at the gym want to talk to me, even though I dress terrible. If they could just see my body.
Do not wear colors. Only wear black, white, or gray, and get a trench coat. No one will fucking talk to you ever again. It's a. I never get fucked with. I never get talked to. Even those people that stand in the middle of public spaces to try and sell you something or make you donate to something, don't fucking look at me twice. It's the.
Well, see, that's just it. I'm not a misanthrope like you. I actually do like talking to. I like chatting to people. It's fun. Like my old gym was filled with boomers, and that was the first place I heard Hecka. I heard one of these guys say, "Oh, it's Hecka hot." I'm like, oh my god, these guys are great. So I come in there like, "How you doing, buddy?" "Oh, I wish I was fishing." You know, just say the stupidest stuff. I fit right in.
I do like I wish I was fishing. Yeah, I like that. Bass and ass, bro.
Every time someone, how's those squats? I'd rather be fishing.
Raise hell, praise Dale.
Plus,
you ever heard that one?
No.
You guys definitely get entertainment out of fucking with people on a very much more subtle level than
I'm not even really fucking with people. I genuinely like to meet and interact with people, talk to them, and
why?
See what the hell? Because they're funny.
Not really.
Why do you not? What's so bad about talking to somebody?
No, I'm just fucking around. If I'm like at a bar and it's just like normal folks around, it's like, hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, be friendly.
No.
You know, I'm friendly.
Apex. That's who I'm asking.
Look,
sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I will go to a bar if I want to fucking meet people, but man,
a bar.
Dude, meeting people in a bar is hard unless you're married.
It is the worst being forced to talk to anyone because I'm one of those people where it's like, if you don't believe in the same thing that I do, then you're probably a fucking idiot. And people that listen to this show would know why, because we have the right opinions. But, you know, it's just, every time I talk to someone, it's always about something they've read in the news that they want to put their own take on and present it as their own fucking thing.
Is this the reality you live in where you just can't?
I actually do. I can't tell the difference anymore. It's all this, oh, you're all buying toilet paper because Channel 9 said we were going to run out. Well, we make toilet paper here, so you just got conned into keeping the economy afloat by buying more shit.
You need to get off the internet.
No, but think about it. All the international markets are fucked, so you have to keep the local markets going. You just trick the fucking people into being scared to buying all the shit. And
is this what you say when someone comes up and says, hey, how's your day going?
No, we don't get this far. We don't get this far, but yeah.
Wonder why.
Yeah, I know. It's like, because you people think my fucking view of reality is fucked. It's like, you people are just fucking drunk. You just given the script every night at 6 o'clock on the news, and you go to the next fucking day doing the same thing. Fuck that.
I think you're closing yourself off to a lot of fun people, Apex. What, you're going to change the world and by ranting about the politics?
I don't give a fuck about any of them. I just want to be... I go to work, I come home, and I sit in my fucking room and play computer video, and that's all.
Well, you know what? How about that? Like, there's this weird black guy at my gym who, it turns out, is really into Call of Duty. So, fuck him. Yeah. I never would have thought, right? But it's like...
You said weird. How's he weird?
he's like well, he's former Navy, so Navy guys are always strange. And the kind of like friendly, where you're like, "What's up with you? Are you trying to steal something from me?" But then you realize that, oh, you're just friendly.
Trying to steal something from me.
Yeah, trying to steal my time.
Your time?
Yeah, time thieves.
Yeah. Oh, okay, sure. I know what you mean. Black guy from the Navy, hanging out with hot guys and people of the tribe in a gym.
You're really hung up on this hot guy thing, aren't you?
I don't know, man. Hey, what I am...
Did I call you suddenly gay at the very beginning of this episode? Like,
yeah, I'm having
something.
a gay day. Dude, it's Friday the 13th. Every Friday the 13th when there's coronavirus infecting the entire world, I turn gay. So, bring out your cocks.
Somebody soundbite that. That's perfect.
Hey, but for real, speaking of coronavirus, did you guys hear any trumpets before all the coverage broke?
What? People are just freaking out because Tom Hanks got it, I think.
Yeah. Did you hear a trumpet before that news?
They think that's why?
Okay, maybe you guys don't get it. There's a bunch of people talking about angels and demons in the live chat, and I am interested in what you guys are saying because I like conspiracy theories and weird shit. So if you want to go to join.theaftershow.live and come in and chat with us about that, I would love it. The trumpets is a biblical reference to Revelations before the shit happens. But
they were talking about us selling our fucking bodies, and now that's a temptation and shit like that.
Yeah, and then they started talking about like demons and how they tempt you and blah blah blah.
I have heard stories of people with Ouija boards like going around. So the one most prominent one that a couple of people swear to was like they went into this abandoned scout hall in the middle of the fucking bush, and they had a circle of candles and so on, and they set up the Ouija, and I forget what question. Yeah, I don't know. They fucking asked a question of which I totally forget because I'm an idiot, and all the candles blew out in a clockwise motion, apparently. And they all just fucking freaked and ran out of the fucking thing. So a couple of people said that happened because but I
think you're making it a little bit goofy. I mean,
yeah. When I think of angels and demons, I don't think of Ouija boards. I think of like good and evil in the world and people that are controlling. Cabals and
a demon.
No, you're wrong. See, when I think about Satan speaking to people, I think about Hasbro every time.
Really?
Tell me why. Also, I can tie this back to Alex Jones, so don't let me forget that. But I want to.
You could argue about whether demons and angels are real or conspiracy, but you can't deny that your soul is going to get eaten alive if you put your pants in your mouth on camera.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's you don't want to do that, man. Don't get involved with those guys. If any more of them come to your gym, just let me know. And hey, iWedge is in the green room. Are you here to talk about angels and demons?
I really hope he has his trademark going. Oh, where'd he go?
No, I want to say this though.
Hey,
people
sorry,
call in. We shuffle people in and out. So I don't know. A few people.
Yeah, if you're in the green room,
why are we on
longer? If you're in the green room, prepared to be interrupted, and if you're going on too long, prepare to be kicked out. That's whatever. We'll be polite. We're polite guys.
Maybe.
Well, naturally, I think some people just want to be on the whole time. But if we just don't do that here, so
we can hang out with you later and shit.
Them's the breaks. The breaks.
And I had the craziest shit go on last week. I was speaking to a dude. His business is payment legitimization when you're on the internet and shit. So all the fucking banks, all the social medias and all that use this guy's product to validate that you are actually you. And it was insane, the things that they look at when you try and buy something or when you log into anything. So it's like, if you've got... So you know how some people are all paranoid about the whole, my online anonymity, so I'll get a VPN and all that sort of shit. Mm-hmm. Well, his job is to know that, hey, these two people are broadcasting out of the same IP on the same device, so that's actually the same person, right? Mm-hmm. And then, if you do it on your fucking phone, this is the craziest shit I heard, they track at what angle you hold your fucking phone, so that if someone was to steal it and try and make a payment, but they hold it at a different angle, because, everyone's unique, they'll fucking trigger some sort of 2FA that the, the place you're buying from will force onto the person trying to buy shit. It was nuts how deep they go.
So you're telling me there's nothing I could do about it?
There isn't, but you can he was saying one of the easiest ways to tell if you're getting watched and fucked with is you start a transaction and then just before you process the payment you flick on a VPN or otherwise change your online location and it should send you some sort of two-factor or capture shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there is no escape. He has access to everything. You buy a fucking phone or you own any computer and whatever you do on the internet, they're fucking
he's watching you shit.
Building absolutely everything. Yeah, he can flick on your fucking camera and the only limit was how much they were getting paid was the other fucky thing that I ran into because it's a couple of normies were asking this dude, well, what about your respect of privacy or what are your laws around this or whatever, and it's he just looked at him and I'm just yeah, it's how much they get paid. Everything's for sale. You just got to pay enough for them to have good enough lawyers to defend it. It's insane.
Speech is free, but lawyers aren't.
Yeah.
Well, that's another terrifying. I don't even know if it's international. I'm assuming it is, but
it's everywhere, man. It's every site you've ever bought something off will use this guy's company to, legitimize your.
Well, I mean,
awesome.
It kind of calls into question, at least for me, is there I think there's a point. I think there's a point in still trying, but it certainly puts a cog in the whole thing, doesn't it?
I don't know. It's one of those situations where it's oh, this is fucked, but we totally need it. So I don't know what to...
Do we?
Well, yeah, if you get your... if you got your shit stolen and the things weren't in place to stop some asshole just blowing all your money, you'd be a bit pissed. And you'd be saying, hey, how did this fucking happen?
Yeah, two-factor auth is pretty good for banks and stuff like that. I think it's probably a net gain with that.
Yeah,
at least with banking and government shit or healthcare shit.
It is for his fucking company. It's insanely lucrative.
Yeah, I guess no system is perfect, right?
I'm just saying a net benefit to the users, of having that extra protection. Because password hacking is, a big problem, especially when all these companies have their database leaked all the time and they don't encrypt or salt and hash their passwords. Gotta salt that hash, bro.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, I have a confession to make to you guys. Speaking of demons and whatnot, you're gonna call me crazy. I've never been to a strip club.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I've got a strip club story too. It seems
I got taken to one of my 18th birthday. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, Apex, I think is on the. If we're on a number line here, you're at 0 full blast. I'm at 5, and Apex is at a 10 right now. So
I'm at 2. I've only been to the strip club 3 times.
I've only been once, but I didn't like it.
Why not?
Weird.
Well, okay, so before I got married, I went to the had a bachelor weekend or whatever with my boys. We went to the beach, hung out, drank a bunch of beers, did some cool shit. And then it was all right, let's go to a strip club. And I was all right, fine. I've never really been into that. And but I'll go. It's a tradition, and my wife doesn't care. She was like, yeah, go. I don't think she'd care now. Because everyone loves titties. But I don't know. I just went. All the girls were just trashy. This maybe just wasn't a good strip club place. It was Wilmington, North Carolina, baby, by the beach. But yeah. So I don't know. But all the girls, and it might just be the era we live in, because I know everything now in 2019, 2020 is all about ass and stuff. So all these girls just had huge asses, which I did appreciate. But they also had just paunches. When you have a cat that has a little bit of extra weight, they have a paunch. These girls thought because they had a huge ass, they could just stick out their ass more, pivot the hips back. You know that move? And and they think it would accentuate the curve of their paunch and straighten it out. But I'm like, okay, they all got paunches. And unfortunately, most of them had sad little fat girl tits or just sad titties. And honestly, yeah, I love huge tits. Cans are the best.
Okay.
So no. I'm getting to a point. For the bit. What do you mean, relax? Yeah. Wait. What? Big boobs are great. We're on fucking YouTube, bro. You trying to get views or not? Hey, boobs. Algorithm.
All right. Yeah. I'm sure they love that.
They're big. I mean, I like big. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, you know what? That is something I want.
Hey, no, I'm not done with my story. I got to talk about these titties. Stop. There was only one girl there, and she had like probably D's or maybe double D's, but they weren't that good, and she was still kind of thick and chunk. They weren't, maybe this was just not a good place. But
you're describing fat girls to us.
Yeah, basically, I guess these were just like fat girls or former fat girls and stuff, and it was just gross. And then I thought like, oh, these are people's daughters, and then like all the money like my friends spent.
That's why.
Throwing money on the stage. Well, it's not just the money too. It's just like it was gross. And I could see how it's set up. They're like, oh, cool. You're here for a bachelor party. We're going to put you in the champagne room. It'll be $50 extra. I was like, oh, that sounds cool. We'll get a bottle of champagne. We'll go over there. And then we went to a secluded area where like nobody came by and shit. And we're like, oh, they just put us here for extra money. The girls aren't coming by. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, if you're in that section, you have to be screaming money and just... You have to go and grab the bitches, and you got to throw money at them, and then you become the magnet.
See, I'm not a connoisseur.
You're in there with your trench coat, grabbing bitches.
Well, I've done like,
it was just gross. And then they came over. It just seemed so robotic. They just seemed like mindless. Not mindless. They just seemed like girls that were like, okay, I'm at work. I'm just gonna put in my time. I'm putting my hours. I'm gonna get through this. At the end of the day, I'm gonna watch some Netflix and curl up under my blanket and
you just described marital sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's where I'm at now.
I went with a lesbian, and all we did was sit there and laugh about these strippers' daddy issues.
So you talk to them?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what do you have to do to fucking get in a fucking strip club?
I don't.
And then it's like, I don't know if some of our viewers are frequents of strip clubs, but it's like you just don't fuck with the ones that are on the catwalk apparently, because we were there for a Bucks party as well, and it's like we found a stripper that looked a lot like the dude's wife to be. So it's like, yeah, we'll grab that one. And my stupid ass is like, oh yeah, I'll just go up and talk to her while she's halfway through a show on the fucking main catwalk of the whole club, which I did. So I walk up to her and be like, hey, excuse me. When you're done here, can you come over and fucking... Oh, man, it was
we did that. That was the big titty girl that walked by. My best man was like, oh, shit, there's some titties. Hey, girl, come over here. My boy needs some titties.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, everyone else here just has fat asses and stuff. Also, man, I don't know. Maybe I have a sensitive nose. Me and my best man was like, okay, all these girls are twerking. Oh, yeah, this girl's twerking in my face. Oh, I smell like pussy and asshole. Gross.
Yeah, a little too. Well, that's just it. Number one, I'm kind of
gross.
I don't want to spend the money, frankly. Two, it just makes me mad. Like,
it is a gross waste of money. I'd say it's only do it like a couple times in your life if you want to get a great experience.
Like, look, I'm not gonna moral to you. You know, if my friends are out, like, let's go to a club, I'll go with you, but I'm not gonna spend the money. I don't know. I get mad. Like, you guys ever get that feeling? Like, you put a porn on it, you think I just get like, you dumb bitch. I just can't stop saying that, and I say it out loud.
Yeah.
Hang on, you're giving me shit about not being able to talk to people in public, and you can't even watch porn properly by yourself without fucking...
Yeah.
Wait, how do you watch porn properly? Tell me exactly how you do it.
By getting to completion without getting mad at the fucking...
It just makes me mad.
What if he has to get mad to get to completion?
Well, then we're having a different conversation.
Okay, cool. All right.
Well, about speaking of the fat ass thing, I think is a scam that's being hoisted on low IQ women.
Yeah.
Who are told to eat, specialty coffee drinks and Big Macs. You get a fat ass, and it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a picky here, but there's a difference. There's a difference between being overweight and being fit. Because if you've seen chicks that work out, like their hamstrings look entirely different.
There's a difference between a fat ass and a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Where you put the emphasis, you can tell there's a nuance, and that's why women don't get it. They don't understand nuance.
It doesn't
worship the model and then the actor, and then all the fucking uggos got jelly. So now they're trying to fucking normalize these basic bitches getting fat, so that all the models and the actors you're going to see starting now that you've already started to see are just fucking fat.
And the ass surgery.
Disgrace of humans.
The ass surgery is ridiculous. Like,
yeah.
I've seen girls with legs and a country ham in their ass.
That's what I'm saying. I don't mean to fixate, but women who are built have legs. They've got hamstrings. And you got these pathetic legs and then this ridiculous egg-shaped ass. You look so stupid. And they're hoisted in front of us as sex symbols to be worshipped. Like the Kim Kardashian. I can't keep track of all the women with fake asses. But they're out there, and they're at the tippy top. It's weird to me. It's absolutely bizarre to me. Not one of these women seem to be actually fit, and if they are, they're never celebrated for that.
Yeah, I mean, there are some women that like are models or porn stars or whatever that actually have nice asses and do squats and are fit and look good. Those are rare, and most human beings want to take the easy path, right?
Well,
Talking about that. That's the thing. That's why you didn't show your dick for $300. You don't want to take the easy path, and that's why you're a good guy.
I'll tell you this though. Thank you. If you got a wife or a girlfriend, or if you're a woman with a man, the best way to get them to, if you want them to work out for you, like you want them to go to the gym, the best thing to do is to start going yourself, because that's going to put a real fire under their ass. They're going to see you going. They're going to think, well, shit, they're getting fit. They might even leave me. You better believe exactly. If you stick to it for 3 months, they're either going to leave you and their relationship, sabotage it, or start joining.
There are stats on, I know I like to watch this show with my wife. I know you like to do this with your wife too. Watch My 600-Pound Life.
While eating. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, while eating dinner and just feeling better about yourself. But in couples, where it's a couple, like it's a fat man and a fat woman, if the man loses a lot of weight and the woman doesn't, he'll usually stay. If the woman loses a lot of weight and the man doesn't, she'll usually go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's how the stats work out.
That's how it fucking goes, man. These bitches are only as loyal as their best option, I think, was on.
Yeah, well, and there's an equation that factors in money and social status and stuff with that, and a man's weight too.
Well, that's why you got to take care of yourself, and I think there's an element of loyalty too. Like, I think I agree with Apex to a certain extent. We all do that, men too. But at a certain point, loyalty comes in. Like, if a woman's been with you for 10 years, that counts for something as long as you're doing everything right. That factors into the to the equation. I just think like
a good partner will want you to just be better because it's like good for you, not because it'll make you look hot. But that's the fruit of being better.
I know I talk about it a lot. I know I talk about fitness crap like that a lot. This might sound weird, but my whole take from 2016, 5 Chins moving on, all that crap on there, at least to me, I mean, everyone has their own takes, their own opinions. Certain creators are doing their own things. I don't know what was going through Murdoch's fucking head when they're making that stuff. But to me,
I do.
To my perspective, at the end of the day, all I could take away from was take care of yourself. Like you want to save a certain group of people, you want to secure a future for a certain set of children. Best thing you could do is put your own life in order, take care of yourself, and have a good time, and laugh, and not family. Be so goddamn upset and freak out on people.
Yeah, it was be successful, have a family, be happy, and work for it. What's the biggest thing? It's like you're not gonna get given to you, and everyone's against you. Fucking put in every day.
Well, it turns out when you've got stuff like a family and a job, and you're going to the gym, you don't have as much time to just
worry.
Like it's important to know what's going on. It's important to know what's going on, and to even be like that debate last night from both Adam Green and the InfoWars dude. I think it's important to have that stuff go through your head to think about it, but don't get too fixated on it. You'll get sad. At least for me, I can't worry too much about that kind of thing. It's like at the end of the day, all I can affect is my own life, family.
Let's grab Russell. He's been in fucking Graham.
He said he was just gonna go and take a quick smoke, so I don't know. You might not be there when you grab him in, but go ahead and try it.
We'll bring in Wedge then if he's ready. Maybe not.
He's muted.
Well, in the meantime, I got a question for you guys. You could travel to any time in history. Where would you go? But you have to live there for 3 months.
Okay, so that's a good caveat. I thought it was going to be forever. So it's only 3 months. It's just it's a summer vacation.
Now your brain's going to be put into a normal, whatever social class you're in. Your brain's going to be put into a person of a likewise cast.
I don't get my thoughts from 2020.
No, you get your thoughts, but you're going to be familiar with all the customs. You're going to know the language. You've got a house. You're not just going to drop you off.
But do I know about iPhones and Androids and fucking computers and dicks and shit now?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just trying to paint
That
a
would
picture.
be insane. Because then you could just like gamble your way up through history. You know what I'm saying? Because you know about all the outcomes.
Well, you're only there for 3 months. It's only one place.
Or I don't know. I'd figure out a way to become a king without getting accused of witchcraft.
Somehow.
Well, you're only there for 3 months too. So
Hey,
think
I'm
about it. You
smarter
gotta
than
limit your
anyone. We are, in general, probably a lot smarter than the fucking people in the histories. You know what I'm saying?
No. Good question. Do you get to bring anything back with you from your present time, or is it just your mind with your thoughts now, and also implanted with the thoughts and customs and your house from back then?
Shout out to Matthew S. That's a
You can change the world, but you can't bring anything back. Your
Okay.
effects have real life changes in a timeline that you'll come back to. You can't bring anything back.
Shit! The real life changes, so I could go back in time and kill Hitler,
Yeah.
why.
or I could go back in time and have a chat with him and
You would
take
tell him just
his
to
gun.
postpone the Russia thing for like 6 months.
Yeah, I could be like, bro, here's a book on Napoleon and his problems. Maybe you should read it.
Let's be real for 1 second. If you wanted to, have
Go
a
back in
modern
time with Hitler
life,
to strategize.
yeah, you'd fucking win the war for Hitler and become like the Uber dude.
Who are
know what
you? Hitler's out there
Uh,
giving a speech at the beer hall. You come
that's
up to him. I got
great.
a great idea. He'll shake your hand and move on. He's not going to say, "Oh, you're from the 21st century."
No, I know what I would say.
You know what the Allies are going to do? Please tell me.
No, I know what I'd say. I'd be
Yeah.
like, because our boy Killian, who's been here a couple times, he was here last week. He told us about the vril, and I'd be like, Herr Hitler, hey, I am a practitioner of the vril. I have knowledge from the upcoming century. I have some practices. Here's some events that'll come up in the next few years. I know
I'm in
up
the
until
know.
this point in time.
I know about
And,
the
the
base in
vril-
Antarctica.
Yeah.
The vril has empowered me to know these things. A black man will run the United States at some point, so I gotta talk to you, bro. And if you wanted to get Hitler's attention, which I'm not saying I want to do, that's how I would do it.
Yeah, the last thing you said, he would have said, "Why didn't you lead with that?"
Like, I want to build it up. Come on, man.
I don't know. I think it's a question of morality versus how much you really give a shit after
But what era would you actually want to go back to then? Not including World War II era.
I would go back to the 90s. Totally. Yeah.
The 90s. Yeah, I fucking love the 90s when I was there. Yeah, I agree. It was great. And then you just buy Google stock when it first came out, right?
Yeah, exactly. You'd buy all the right fucking stocks. You'd bet on all the right races. You know, it's close enough to now, and you have enough lead time to build yourself an insane amount of money before you get to the present day, and you'll just,
Okay, so yeah, my problem was in the 90s, I knew it was a smart move to buy Google when it was going public, but I was like, a child or a teenager or whatever. So I couldn't. Would you go back to like a decade before that? So you were like
I'd go back
30
to
years old or
fucking
40
days.
years old?
And the fucking markets crashed like 2 or 3 days ago, and then I read this morning that it's like fucking, I just come straight back to where it was. So it's like, fuck, if I bought shit like yesterday, I would be pretty fucking good off right now.
Yeah,
Damn
if you
it.
knew the day to day, you could do that. What if you went back to 19, you were born in, I'm trying to think of a good time. So Korean War, World War II. If you were
You know
were
what I
born
would
in
actually do?
1935, and you didn't have to go to World War II, or you went and you had a good time. You came back 1950s. You're like a 20-year-old man. You raise your family. 60s, you get to do what you want. 70s, you can influence. But then, the 80s and 90s, you can start buying the tech companies when you're an established man. You have money.
I would go and focus on when the space race was going down, and I would do everything I could to make America continue the space race after they landed on the moon and keep on going. That is actually the
You have
number
to
one thing that I would
unassassinate
totally do.
JFK.
Well, I mean, the next guy could have fucking,
Man,
I don't
dude,
know.
I used to be a big NASA, that era space nerd and shit. I used to want to be a mission controller when I grew up. So we could get deep at some point on that. Maybe we should save that for the future. We got a caller in the green room, though, who's been waiting.
Yeah,
You want to
that's
try to grab him in? I think he's back.
Oh, sure.
Russell, you there. Dude,
There you go. Yeah, that's a
every time.
must
Give
be
him a
running
second,
bit.
man.
He can...
Give him a second. It's fine.
Alright,
Russell, what's up, man? He wanted to come and talk about angels and demons and the Vril, maybe. I don't know.
Guys, can you hear me?
Hello.
Russell,
Yo.
hey, what's up, man? We can hear you. Or what should we call you? Your name's probably not Russell.
No, we'll stick to Discord names.
Whatever your Discord name is, yeah. Yeah, we can hear you now, buddy.
You are breaking up there.
Try it again. Say something. I think you might be muted.
Hey.
We can hear you.
Hello?
Hey. Keep talking a little. Sup. All right. Russell.
No, it is Russell.
All right. Cool, man. Well, what did you want to talk about? You want to just talk about angels and demons or stuff? Or because I did kind of want to get back to that. I don't think he can hear us.
He's got a 15-second delay on what's going on now, so we'll have to...
Let me tell him to turn off YouTube.
Anyway, I don't know. I think the space race was the most important period in, or the most opportunity that we ever had to fucking do something really good. And really America really dropped the ball on that one. I love you most of the time, but we could be doing the Elite Dangerous Trucking Simulator, but for reals, you know?
No, I agree. And I read a lot about that, probably about 10 years ago. I got into that shit, man. I met some astronauts. I met a man that walked on the moon, had lunch with him, with a bunch of other people. With a bunch of other people, not just me. So there's
What does he think about stuff?
Where there's 12 men that walked on the moon, and this man I met was Charlie Duke. He was on Apollo 16, I think. I might be wrong. It's been a while, and I smoke a lot of weed now. But yeah, he was the actually youngest Apollo-era astronaut to land on the moon. I think he was 38, and he's in his 80s now, as are most of them. So they are dying out pretty quickly.
Damn.
Yeah, it's sad. They're all old, man. But we had like a formal lunch with him with like a group. I was in college. It was like a student group, and it was like, Mr. Duke, as your time at NASA, blah blah blah. So I really wanted to ask him this question. Like, hey, I know everyone fucking smoked back in the '60s, and I know on the moon you can't fucking smoke. How was that? But
yeah, I was Dutching the lander for 3 days.
They didn't allow me to answer that, but he showed his footage, he talked about it, and he seemed like a pretty cool guy. It was and most of these guys, if you see them in interviews, they say this. They're like, I was born in an extraordinary time. Most of the Apollo era astronauts were born in 1930, a very perfect year that allowed them to be in the Korean War, where jet technology was first starting off, and then allowed them after that to be test pilots for a little bit, because most of them were test pilots. And then and allowed them the period of time where NASA was getting started up, and they chose from a test pilot group. So all of them think they are very lucky. They were also very hardworking and shit like that too. So he just said a lot of that, and then he talked about the training, how it was on the moon. He just kind of like shit you'd see on TV as well. So I didn't get the inside scoop, but it was a cool thing. Yeah, but I agree. So like Apollo 17 was the last Apollo mission. They were supposed to be through Apollo 20, and those last 3 got canceled because, hey, we got to the moon. Why are we still going? Because the Russians haven't been there. We're better than the Russians, so fuck it. There was the idea of continuing to run deep space missions, Apollo style, and the shuttle in tandem going on, and have a presence in low Earth orbit, and have satellite technologies coming from that, and then also exploration as well. So, that was the goal, but it was a funding thing that really shut it down, because don't blame it on the U.S. Okay. Blame it on Russia. Blame it on Russia, because they didn't keep up, and they didn't keep us motivated.
One of my fondest memories was I got to catch that special live in like '98 that they ran. Do you remember that? When I'm talking about, like the first major, I think it was on MSNBC or some dog shit network, but talking about how the moon landing might be fake.
Which one?
People in the chat are telling me that the moon is fucking landing was.
Okay.
Oh, actually, yeah. What I was saying was a joke. It was actually fake.
There was
a sound studio where I met this guy too.
All I'm saying is there was a big. People didn't really talk about it much, and then there was like a big special on it in the late '90s, and my dad lost his fucking mind. And
he was mad. A lot of guys were mad. Buzz Aldrin fucking punched a guy.
those, like, my dad's like an old, 70s, 80s era Marine style. It's very much like, it's his hero is John Wayne. We had John Wayne, remember, fucking plates hanging in my house. Yeah. So to hear someone say that, my mom's like, oh, maybe those are smart ideas. Maybe we didn't lean on the movie. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Of course we did. That's the most anti-American thing I've ever heard.
One of my heroes is Gene Kranz. I have some signed photos of him in my office. He was the mission controller that he was controlling mission control when we landed on the moon, but also during Apollo 13, which he considers it even more important.
Well, frankly, I think you boys are crazy for wanting to take part in the complete scam. I've got the answer for you. You want to go back in time. I think it would have been great to serve under either George Washington.
Yeah.
I didn't even give my answer.
Caesar or Alexander. I think that would have been great.
Hey man, we've had Russell waiting, but Captain Curry's in the green room. I'm gonna grab him in because I want to know his answer as well. I know, but Captain Curry is a regular. Captain Curry, hey man.
Hey,
what was your question, Full Blast? Give him your question because I want to. Captain Curry, you're a regular, man. You're just our regular.
Well, let me. Russell, if you want to, I know you've got a 15-second delay. If you want to come on and speak your piece, I know we can't have an interaction with that 15-second delay, but feel free to come on and say what you want. We'll kick it. We'll talk about it.
I think it might have just been a YouTube/Discord issue too. So we'll grab you in a bit, dude.
Captain Curry, the question is, if you could go back in time for 3 months into a normal person's body in the same social cast as your own, where would you go? My answer would be, I think it'd be great to serve under one of the great generals. Like, I can't imagine what those people saw that served under Alexander. Being taken from Macedonia all the way to the fucking Indus Valley. I know that didn't happen.
I've thought about this a lot. There's a lot of caveats. If I die back then, do I die permanently?
No. As soon as you die, how about this? We'll make it easy. The second you take a mortal blow, you don't even need to suffer the agony. You're instantly brought back. Yeah. Right. You go to D-Day. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Probably the Mongol invasion. That shit must have been wild.
You want to be one of them, or you want to be
like one of Genghis Khan's bros, so I could get my genetic material propagated.
That is a good answer. That is a good answer. That's probably the wisest answer I've heard so far.
Something like that, or a Viking, because you're trying to fuck white bitches.
Yeah, but you're also spending like 6-7 months at a time in a boat,
with
like
other
just
guys?
traveling around places. Yeah, like listen, I ain't gay, and that sounds real gay.
Hey, I've seen Vinland Saga.
That's why it's called the Gavy.
Hey man, I think were there were shield maidens in Viking times? Were those bitches on the boat?
Listen, there's boats on the aircraft carriers. Full Blast. Would you bang any of them?
No.
Yeah.
None of those broads were approachable.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you were a Scandinavian man, would you go to England and bang an English chick?
I mean, I'd go for the pillaging.
Yeah, I'd go for the pillaging. Well, yeah. I'm mad. All these bitches are ugly compared to my wife back home. I guess I'll just rage fuck somebody.
Yeah. No, the crooked teeth might
I
be
would
the
never do that for real.
That sort of circles back to the whole, what would you do if you could get away with it question.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Apex. We're supposed to have a drinking competition.
Yeah, and I'm getting started. You better catch up, motherfucker.
Are you kidding me?
Russell said he'll catch us later when he works on his technology, man. Russell, thanks for hanging out, buddy. We'll
thanks, buddy.
Full Blast. What time do we start playing Division? And what time did I start drinking?
Yeah, this guy's been drinking.
You started drinking like 3-4 hours ago, I think.
Yeah. How many beers are you at, Apex?
Well, I have 2 standard drinks, but it's 1 can.
2 standard drinks is 1 can. So you expecting me to take 2 shots of vodka per can? Is that what
Tell me your ABV per can, and we'll ask chat how much the equivalent for hard alcohol is.
I'm just gonna get some whiskey. Fuck.
No. You can have your beers. That's fine. I'll take 2 shots for every beer you drink.
Actually, shit, I need to go get another drink. I'll be right back, boys.
Well, I'll do it. I'm fine. Like, whatever you want, Apex. You set the challenge. Bitch ass motherfucker.
I mean, I drink every stream, man. I don't know.
Yeah, but you're an embarrassment. That's my point.
It's going down. Well, you got 1 chance to redeem yourself, and that's tonight. Push it to the limit. Past the point of no return.
I don't know, because I've been having
Alright,
bites as well.
Alright, do you want it? Oh, fuck off. Weed, it makes things even. Alright, you want to go shot for shot? You have whiskey, right?
Yeah.
How much whiskey do you have?
Enough to pass out on.
Okay, that sounds great. Who do you want to call the shots?
No, you guys are fucked. This never goes well for me. I'm gonna tell you now, you gotta win this, because I didn't...
Yeah, but who's saying when we take the shots? That's all I'm asking.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Alright, I'll call it. I'll call it then. You have your whiskey handy?
No,
I'm not drinking.
Give me a minute. I gotta get some fucking ice and shit. I don't drink it like a savage.
You don't drink it like a man? Is that what you said? Sorry, you cut out at the end.
Hey, man.
Hey,
It's
if you're
expensive
doing a
shit.
contest, you have to be a savage to win.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think it's time for shot one.
Actually, I just
Alright.
got some liquor. So
Give me a second,
Or-
then. I'll go.
Alright, should we all take this one shot together?
Go for it.
I will legitimately do that. But Full Blast, are you drinking?
No.
Okay. I'll do it
Yeah,
in solidarity
I'll do
with
the
you.
same.
Actually, I'll take a fat bong rip because I want to just sip my whiskey.
Well, while you guys do your thing, I wanted to ask chat. Think about this. 'Cause we're talking about plunder. Who had the greatest plunder? I don't think it was the Viking. I think it was the Romans.
The Romans, yeah, for sure, dude.
Imagine if the question was a year and you got to hang out with Caesar. You got to go through the siege of what was the Gallic King, Versana de Troy? Some crazy. You get to see him strangled. You get to see the triumvirate. You get to see Pompey get his shit pushed in. You get to see the Civil Wars. Sounds like a fun time.
Apex, I'm ready. Apex, do you have your whiskey ready?
He said he'd be right back. Oh shit! I took my bong rip though.
Yeah, that is a nice bong rip.
Hey, but for real, I would go back to Gobekli Tepe because as big as the Romans are, and as awesome as that would be,
Yeah, that shit would be wild.
We have so much history already from them. I can almost imagine it. There's been TV shows, but we know nothing about Gobekli Tepe.
Is that the first temple or oldest city in Turkey?
That's the oldest recorded city we've opened up.
Yeah,
I think it's like 14
or something like that.
Yeah, 12 or 14,000.
Yeah.
And there
It's
was
insane.
there was like a world-ending cataclysm after that city was buried, and it seemed like it was intentionally buried by a society that had the wherewithal to do that. According to Joe Rogan podcast I've listened to. So
like the general estimates, how long Homo sapiens, our species, has been around, is something like 100,000 years, and the fact that we only have
at this level
6,000. Yeah, our genetic code has been around in its current state for roughly 100,000 years. Our species has been around for 100,000 years, and we've only got 6,000 of recorded history. That's fucking nuts.
Alright, are we doing this?
There's probably been cataclysmic world-ending events where societies have ended
shot
before.
One. Are you ready? Are you ready, Apex?
I'm gonna take a sip.
Oh. Alright, yeah, done.
So what do you boys think the pyramids were? The Great Pyramids?
I think they were probably man-made.
What are they for?
Yeah.
What were they?
What are they for?
Yeah, what's the purpose? Is it a water pump? Is it a
Tombs, man.
No, it's a dick measuring contest.
Yeah.
Everything's a dick measuring contest.
It was a dick measuring contest by guys that were dying or were gonna die, and they're like, "Yeah, my dick's gonna be so big, I'm gonna die in this thing."
Look at the Chrysler Building, Empire State Building. It's a dick measuring contest. That's why the Burj Khalifa's around.
Well,
There's a whole series.
Practical.
There's a whole series of Wikipedia articles. If you go to the world's tallest building, you can click the previous one and go back for until it was a church in France or some shit, a cathedral.
Oh,
yeah,
it's interesting,
That's why America's been shit for so long, because you had two dicks and both of them got chopped off.
Oh, too soon.
Oh.
Too soon.
Was that good?
Yo.
That might have been too fucking black pill.
You gotta take another shot
I
for that.
apologize for that joke, but I thought it was
Second shot.
something.
All right, I got a port Apex. You ready to take another one?
Yeah.
All right, are you gonna take it, right?
Alright, give me a sec. Yep. That's 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Okay, I got another question for you guys.
Drink some water too, guys. I don't
You're
want
an
you guys
asshole.
Fuck
getting
you.
coronavirus.
This is
All right.
your idea, man. You challenged me last week.
Yep.
No, dude, you charged me an IRC.
No, I called you a bitch-ass motherfucker. That's got no
Yeah.
challenge involved in it. That's just a statement of fact.
Yeah, you were puffing up last week, Apex, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes you puff up.
Okay, Bex, you guys
yeah,
fucking heard me call in.
you got a little too big for your britches last week.
I actually
You
have
know-
no idea what I said last week. So
As
if you
a
guys
chicken
could remind
owner?
me, that would be sweet.
You dropped a hard F slur on stream.
Yeah, that was 2 streams ago. I had to censor that. And you were
That's
doing
not
it
good.
drunk at a work party.
You're
Yeah.
an embarrassment. Hey, tell everyone how you broke your finger.
I dropped my phone/wallet into a garden pit, and I had to jump into the garden and it. And when I landed on my hands and fucking feet, and my index was on a rock, so it fucking.
Were you drunk?
I was hammered, man. I was so mad.
Did you notice that at that moment or the next day?
I noticed it, but I didn't think much of it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I was, I couldn't really feel it at the time, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta find my phone. And then 5 minutes later, or 15, it could have been half an hour. These people came around. I'm like, dude, can you see my phone? And they're like, yeah, actually, it's right there, right next to your fucking hand. I'm like, ah,
You're just sitting there in a pile of mud.
no, it was fucking
Leaves.
mulch, dry mulch.
Yeah, that's better.
What?
Yeah,
We've got Earl in the green room,
I wouldn't
waiting
jump into the
patiently.
mud. You guys are fucked.
Alrighty.
Let's bring it.
Earl Ward. Jesus Christ, your name's hard to say. Or maybe I'm
Earl
just
Ward, how's it
retarded.
going, buddy?
I'm just Ward. Red
How's it
leather,
going,
yellow
guys?
leather. Earl, man. Hey, man, I've seen you in the chat for like weeks and weeks. I feel like I know you, dude. How are you?
Good, man. How are you guys?
Doing fantastic. What's on your mind?
Yeah.
Base 2
Oh man, just watching the meltdown on the kill stream.
So
Oh, yeah,
I
that
missed
was
that
great.
tonight. You guys
Yeah,
filled me in. Was there anything you'd like to add? What are your thoughts?
I think Ralph got his papers, and it kind of made it all real for him.
Oh yeah, he's probably hurting, man. Divorces suck, even if you hate the bitch. It's just like money you gotta think about and stress. I've never been through one, but I've seen movies.
My question is, who's getting the alimony? Is Ralph getting the spousal support, or is she?
Don't send him any donations, so he'll get a lot of alimony.
No, that's
Yeah.
going to be the best pitch, though. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, I have alimony. Please donate at so I can pay Nora.
What?
He could siphon off all that Patreon money.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Going right to Nora now.
I don't want him to scream at me like he screamed at Flamenco tonight. Jesus fuck.
So I missed
Oh,
that,
was
but
it like a
rough.
proper meltdown?
Dude, he got ass
Yeah,
mad
he was
when.
mad.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
mad.
So,
Me and
like, what are
Captain
some
were
of the
drinking and playing
highlights?
video games.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
hear
We missed it.
Earl Ward talk about this.
Yeah.
Was
Earl.
it- was
Let
it
Earl
awkward
talk,
for
man.
you? That whole
Well,
flamenco interaction.
Like Flamenco is trying to like, oh god, he's mad at me, and I should just calm down and try to but like I think that
Yeah, but
Flamenco.
I don't watch Ralph retort too much, but Flamenco always comes off as like a bit of a concern F slur. If I'm being
yeah,
generous,
I know
like
exactly
he's
what
always
you're saying.
like so. Listen, the pill stream hilarious. I've been in that state several times. I can't judge a man for being that way.
I think you're
maybe
right now.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe not. Maybe it's time for another shot. What do you think, Earl?
Yeah, I got a shot of milk here, but I'll
Shot of
take
milk?
You should take
All
that.
right.
That's good for your
Apex-
bones, buddy.
Apex, are you
I
ready?
condone that.
I got one poured out already.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
I immediately regretted doing this to us, but this
Hey,
is just adding to it.
this
Ready,
is your
set.
idea. Ready,
Yeah,
set,
I know
go.
it is. You ready?
Ooh. Oh, it burns so good.
Glass
You
of
guys
milk,
got
though,
some-
yeah.
You guys got
Burns
some.
so good.
What are you
light-
drinking, dude? What are you drinking?
Vodka.
I've
Got
got
some-
Woodford
got some
Reserve Kentucky
Tito's.
with
You guys.
Tito's. Man, this
Tito's.
is
It's
rough.
an American vodka, man.
I'm happy that I'm not drinking vodka because I cannot drink vodka anymore. Actually,
Yeah.
that's a funny story. So, when I was about 14, my mom got remarried.
How tall were
they
you
had,
at
like-
14? And what was your body
dude.
like?
It was, dude.
Tight?
I'm short, dude. I was 5'9", which means I'm a midget. But anyway, I went
How
to.
tight
I was
was-
meant
okay.
to go to my parents' rehearsal dinner. Instead, I got fucking shit faced at a wharf and was conscious for 5 minutes and then passed out on a couch the rest of the night. And then, like, my brother got asked, "Hey, what the fuck is wrong with Apex? Why is he passed out on a couch?" He's like, "Oh, he was playing at the beach and jumped off the thing so many times and he just got so exhausted he just needs to sleep." It's like, it was fucking annihilated.
You guys are all retarded. I'll tell you that
Yeah.
right now.
Totally, like, he's like, dude, why would you say that? Obviously, I was shit faced and I'm way underage. I'm not meant to be doing it.
So it sort of killed vodka for you forever, right?
Forever. I was drinking UDLs.
Yeah,
What's
it
he-
happened to me when I was a kid, and I had a birthday party, mint ice cream cake, and I ate too much, and I hate mint.
Oh,
That sucks. Mint's the best.
Yeah.
I've been there. And throwing up mint. Mint is good going down, but coming up, it's not so
Oh.
Earl, did you want to
Cold
talk
blue
about
hell.
did you want
Yeah,
to talk
let's
about
talk-
Base 211 and stuff like that, or Angels
Yeah,
and
man,
Demons, or
I
anything
love
like that?
all that shit.
Yeah, we'll give you the floor,
yeah,
dude,
but
because
what-
I know nothing and I'm interested.
Well,
Right.
I mean, the YouTube algorithm, when it actually worked, suggested the Commandant to me
Mm-hmm.
when he was still on YouTube, and that's sort of where I sort of learned about it. You know, and had the mask and all that shit, and now Overlord DVD's kind of like taken all that whole shtick and made some money off of it. I don't know if you know who that is.
No, I know nothing about that. I did look up some Commandant videos on BitChute. He's on BitChute, right?
Yeah, he moved to BitChute after he got properly showed off the platform, and but like he has a whole little mini documentary on Base 211 and Operation High Jump and everything like that, and they call the craft Hanebros. I think that's how you say it.
Okay.
You know, he says it so fast I really can't pronounce it, but it's basically, they went there as a sort of a mission during World War II and then found all of this technology and started using it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so whose base was that?
They don't know. They said, it's all conjecture and, could be, would be kind of stuff.
Is this like ancient alien space base or something? They're finding like technology.
Yeah,
from
that's exactly what
thousands
they
of years
found.
ago?
They found like a millions-year-old base that was already there, like a whole civilization that lived in Antarctica and stuff like that. And they just sort of utilized the technology. And it sounds kind of, a little bit flat Earthish and whatnot. But the kind of corroborating stories are a little bit strange. Like, Operation High Jump, if you look into it, they suffered significant losses for just an expedition, is what they said it was.
Mm-hmm. And the Operation High Jump was the Nazi expedition to Antarctica, right? I haven't researched it, but
that was the U.S. operation to go
After
and
the
attack.
war, right? Yeah, I've heard about
it was
this.
after World War II. Yeah, it was a U.S. operation where they went. They took a whole fleet, like a couple of aircraft carriers, a bunch of destroyers, and everything to Antarctica, and it didn't work out for them. They ran back. They got their ass handed to them, apparently.
Huh. I'm gonna have to research that Operation High Jump.
Wait,
Okay.
by the Nazis, they got annihilated?
Well, yeah, the whole idea was like, as far as the public face was concerned, it was just an expedition to, look at things, anthropological expedition to Antarctica. That's what they said on the face of it. But you typically don't get your ass handed to you and take a whole battalion of fighters and stuff to Antarctica if it's just this kind of anthropological thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's not really a military thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. So there's some real questions about the whole thing. I mean, I don't know if Commandant is a big LARP or whatever. It probably is.
Yeah, I mean,
But it's still fascinating stuff.
and it's interesting to read or listen to, rather. Excuse me.
I think there's a bit of
Yeah,
wishful
for sure.
thinking too. Like that's the reality I want
Yeah.
to, right?
On land where the Nazis are still powerful in Antarctica.
Sounds cool. Does that sound like a fun time?
They use the Vril to actually operate the machinery and the UFOs.
Okay. So what is Vril?
I was going to say, can you tell us a little bit more about Vril and what it is and maybe how we could use it?
It's the Force, basically. It's from Star Wars. It's the Force. It might as well be.
Fucking George Lucas of Vril.
Yeah. It's the Nazi Force, I guess.
Okay, so how did the Jews have this?
They stole it. That's why Hitler lost.
They stole the Vril.
They probably got a reverse mortgage on something, and then used that money to.
Subprime mortgage lending.
Yeah.
Took out the Vril.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I get it now. Say no more.
Yep.
Sorry.
And then
Go on, Earl.
they did that's fine. They started boycotting a lot of German goods and industry here in the United States, and got them to get into the wars. Like, hey, we're getting our asses handed to us. Y'all come on.
Yeah, exactly. But then, okay, so the Vril is basically the Force. Who first discovered it? Do you know, or who first started talking about it and writing about it?
I think it stems.
It's all new to me, man.
I think it stems from it's just sort of like ancient German folklore and their old occult magic and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because their whole their whole ideology was to reject, they sort of rejected Christianity and wanted to go back to something a little bit older, a little back towards the
primal,
roots.
More pagan.
Yeah, they're pagan roots before Rome came in and made everybody subjects of Jesus.
Yeah.
Lou Ferrigno in chat says Bob Lazar said 3 UFOs were found there. How do you feel about Bob Lazar?
I don't know. I think he's for real. I looked at several body language videos about him, and they were all pretty on the point where they, well, we don't know if what he's saying is real, but he believes it.
Yeah, that's a good. He seems very genuine for sure. He might be a lunatic for sure, but
no, I love the guy in general. I think he's based.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of wishful thinking, I feel, on my part. So, which makes me a little tentative into saying
I don't know. There's a YouTube channel called Only Real UFOs, and he uploads 2 or 3 videos a day showing real live stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm always a little skeptical about stuff like that, especially you can barely identify what's a mile away from you. How are you gonna pull off this is a UFO? It could be something else. I'm a little skeptical about stuff.
You want to have a bit of skepticism, obviously, because it could be just straight up secret programs that the government's been doing, and there could not very well not be any aliens or alien craft.
Unidentified just means unidentified. It's not necessarily extraterrestrial or extraterrestrial.
Are you familiar with the Phoenix Lights incident?
Yeah, the Phoenix Lights incident.
That's crazy, man. Thousands of people having the exact same reporting over multiple weeks. That's a nutty situation.
Yeah, but even then, it's good to be a little bit skeptical because it may have been, U.S. government experimentation with drones and stuff like that.
Yeah, but how it's been described, miles long blackness with lights, that's the next level shit.
Yeah, but it's still good to be skeptical. I always equate it to the homebrew computer club in the 70s, where they wanted to sort of create a home computer for the general public. And at that time in the 70s, they already had point-and-click interfaces in huge corporations and in government installations, stuff like that. Basically Windows in the 70s, before Xerox PARC sort of made their own version. And it always kind of reminds me, the government, big corporations are always 5-10 years ahead of the general public, and so on.
Yeah,
and so forth.
I would say that's correct.
There's a video from 1968, December 9th. I'm putting a little bit of it on the stream now, called "The Mother of All Demos" by Doug Engelbart. I'm a little bit of a computer myself, but yeah, this guy in 1968 was kind of demonstrating, mouse movement, point and click, even HTML kind of ideas, hyperlink technology kind of shit back in the day, copy and paste.
Nice. Yeah.
In 68.
This was 68, and this was released to like the public. So think about, 10 or 15 years or 20 years before that. There's there's a lot of the concepts that we use now that seem novel in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s.
When did like the graphical user interface like become a accepted common?
Well, okay, so like Xerox PARC, like Earl was saying, was where Steve Jobs, I guess, got the idea. But there is a little bit of point and click in this mother of all demos thing. So I guess the idea might have been there, but maybe the utility wasn't there until later. So like it was probably just easier back in the day to use the keyboard to do your commands and stuff. But yeah, I'm showing on stream. There might be a little delay here or something.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Well, like what was the utility with that?
So like they're showing images on the screen, and that would be like a graphical user interface element or something like that. But
it's also what was available. Like you couldn't have these fucking servers running desktop experience because they just didn't have the juice to do it.
Yeah, so like
exactly
the images that they're producing are black and white, and probably can't they couldn't do video and stuff like that. So yeah, basically text was the most efficient and effective way. So they had point and click and the idea of it, but there wasn't just really any use for it back then because they were very resource intensive on their old computers. Anyway, I like computers.
Fascinating stuff.
Mother of all demos. Go ahead, Earl.
Definitely into all that stuff. But like Xerox PARC, they didn't really innovate the whole idea. They sort of stole it themselves. There was actually point and click interfaces like in major corporations, stuff like that. And ARPANET, government things they were doing with point and click interfaces.
Do you know any names of those? I could look at
man, I don't know. It was on.
Well, while you think of that, Apex, time for another shot.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Chug a glass of water first, Apex. I don't want you to die, buddy.
Yeah. I told you, I immediately regretted this, but, I have to
yeah, well, you still gotta stick through it. You want another shot, or are you gonna call it?
One more.
I should. I did get a fucking work call at the beginning of the stream.
You got a what?
At the beginning of the stream, I disappeared because I got a fucking call.
Work call? Yeah.
Well, you're not working now. So, you want to take another shot or not?
Right now. I will take a shot right now.
Alright, I got one port. Are you ready?
I need more. Hang on.
Hey, Earl World, what do you think?
Just remember, you asked for this, Apex.
What do you think the purpose of the pyramids was?
I think y'all pretty much covered it. It was a big dick measuring contest. They were tuned.
You too, huh? Okay.
I don't know.
What do you think they are, Full Blast? You sound like you have an idea.
Well, I mean, I do think that it's a dick measuring contest, but it had to have a purpose, and I don't think it was a tomb. I think it was probably something like, I like the water pump theory, that if anything it was just a big fountain, because it had like a retaining wall around it, right? It looks like something that if you put a fire in it, that would create a vacuum. You could pull water from the Nile, that would come out and like pour down the sides of it and fill up that retaining wall and make a nice little agricultural fountain. It seems like that would be something I would do if I were in charge and had all the qubits in the world.
Yeah, but that sounds retarded.
Exactly. People love retarded.
I can see that it was sort of a spiritual thing before it became a tomb.
Yeah, right? I mean,
yeah, the spiritual element is part of the dick measuring tomb sort of thing, though.
Yeah, because you're a godlike figure. You need a tomb that.
Yeah, that's their godlike palace, essentially.
Actually, one thing I will find absolutely fascinating about the pyramids is that they occupy so much mass that it affects and distorts time around them. And by like, if you put something in the middle of it, it won't decay as quickly. And if you stand next to it, they have so much mass that it will warp time. always thought
What?
that. And that's one of the theories of time travel is that you basically
You
get
stand
close
next to the
enough-
pyramids.
No, you go around a black fucking hole a few times, and because of the
Yeah, that's relativity. I don't
Yeah.
think the pyramids are massive enough to affect relativity. That's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm a little
Yeah,
different
you-
on that.
Yeah,
Unless
you
we got-
definitely don't know. That sounds retarded. Sorry, that sounds R slurred.
They're retarded.
I don't want Susan to come at me, boys.
Susan.
Yeah, you gotta
Well-
be careful on this stream. If you guys can please not say the N word or the F slur. We had some trouble back a couple of episodes ago. No worries, though. No worries.
I'll
Don't worry too bad.
disavow ahead of time and say, not say that.
Thank you,
It's
Earl,
a
for
naughty
being responsible.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you, Earl, man. I've seen you in the Full Blast streams for weeks, man.
Yeah, man, I'm a huge
Good
fan
shit,
of
dude.
y'all's restreams. It's
Awesome.
really awesome.
Why do you like the YouTube more than the D Live? Is it the chat, the quality of the chat, or something else?
Yeah, it's the chat, and then I'm sure you're familiar. You've heard of that. D Live uses you to mine their own cryptocurrency.
Is that true? I don't know anything
pretty much
about it, to be
true.
honest.
That's why it has such poor performance on mobile, and will burn your phone alive if you try to.
It does seem like when I open up D-Live that the OBS it's got a little CPU meter. It does seem to jump up. It seems to slow things down.
Oh yeah, and because your poor little phone is not very good at mining crypto as much as your graphics card.
Yeah. So, Earl, I got one more question for you. How many 8th graders do you think you could take in a fight?
Oh, I want to answer this too. What did they have weaponry,
Yeah.
or are
I
they
don't
naked, or is it what's the?
No,
what,
it's-
give me the backstory.
You get thrown in to I don't. They just got out of school. They're gonna take your cell phone. How many of them do you think you could take before you get overwhelmed?
I don't know, maybe about 30, 35 of them. Yeah.
What are they?
Like I
what
said,
kind of kids are they?
I'm
Are they ethnic 8th
I'm about
graders, or are they?
260 pounds with no gun, so
Yeah.
it ain't no joke.
Okay, yeah. 20 or 30.
Yeah, Earl's
that's
a
high
big
number.
boy. You are a bruiser,
Yeah.
bro. We need to. All right.
Let's
You
go
got
round
tight
robin then. Thanks, thanks for calling in, Errol. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Y'all have
Yeah, call it next Friday or some other time.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
Earl.
Earl,
definitely.
We're here every Friday.
Earl,
Yeah, what's up?
do you want to do a shot with me in Apex?
I will next week. I'll have some.
No, let's have one. Let's have one.
You can have another shot.
All
Of milk.
right. I'll have another shot of milk.
Apex, you ready?
Yeah,
Let's
this is
play
my
it.
last one though.
Your last one.
Yeah.
What do you
Pussy
mean it's your
boy.
last one? Yeah, pussy boy. All
3, 2, 1,
one,
shot. Go.
two,
Go.
three, go.
I don't want to kill Apex. No, drink some water, please. I'm afraid. Mama Silverfish is afraid.
Well, that was great.
There we go. Fantastic. And we got a winner.
All
How are
right.
you doing, Captain
Thanks,
Curry?
guys.
Thanks, Earl.
Hey, Earl.
Take care.
Thank you, man.
Pretty good. I think that base of liquor that I already have has put me.
Oh,
Shit,
you kicked
sorry.
him out too.
I kicked
You
Captain
fucking
Curry.
dick.
How's that base of liquor doing for you, buddy?
That
Sorry,
base
I kicked you
of
out.
liquor has I think it's helped me out. Like, I was already drunk, so like adding more vodka on top isn't gonna cause a problem.
Fucking don't talk about vodka anymore, man.
Airtight logic. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor.
All right, let's go around now. How many 8th graders could you take in a fight?
Now,
Dude,
this
it
is a very
depends.
important question I have.
How
because,
old's an 8th grader?
Because who is that kid? CeeLo Green? That got shot? No, not Trayvon Martin.
This is just your
The
standard.
Memphis guy.
This is your
'Cause
standard middle school in Middle America.
That's a 13-year-old kid. Like that's listen. As tough as you think you are, a good shot will still knock your ass out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like a 13-year-old has that potential to get that in. If you want to go consecutive,
No,
13-year-olds.
they're swarming you.
Yeah. See if they're swarming you. Yeah, I don't know. Probably like I'll say like 3, maybe 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything
So-
over like 5, it's too much to keep track of.
Silverfish.
Well, I was trying to do some Googling here off screen because these are some very weird search terms I have to use. But what I'm trying to figure out,
Average weight.
well, there's a
Average
difference
power.
because
It's over 9,000.
Because an eighth grader can, if you have an eighth grader, when I was in eighth grade, I knew some eighth graders who could dunk, and they were of a different stock than I am. And they're of a different stock. They're of a different stock than the man you probably met at the gym. We're all different people. That's why diversity is the best thing. America's a melting pot.
They're average eighth
what
graders.
Kind of average?
Yeah.
What's average?
13% of them will be strong.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I gotta do the math here. Under 13%. I gotta roll the dice.
You're doing math.
5.
5.
I can do 5.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
We've been playing a lot of Division 2, man, and you know how it is. You get a bunch of low-level guys coming up, but then you always have that one big bruiser that comes out the back and fucks your shit up. So,
Isn't that weird that so many people in these circles, so many people in these circles seem to have found that game, Division 2. Gator was talking about it. I know Rand plays it. It's all over the place.
I think it was because they did a smart move, man. It was like a $60 game that came down to $3 because they were releasing some new content or some shit, right? Yeah. And that's probably why.
All right, now how about fourth graders?
Fourth graders.
20, 25, 30. I could take a school room. I could take an overpacked school room with budget cuts. 35 of them, baby. They don't have a teacher's assistant, and the teacher they have is 21 years old, and she hates her fucking job.
I think I could take a whole kindergarten class.
Yeah. Dude, fucking kindergarters. I can take the fucking
kindergarten's
school.
easy.
Yeah.
That's like 4-year-olds, man.
How many kindergartners? That's what I really
Kindergartners
want to know.
are just a year older than a toddler, dude.
There's an infinite number of kindergartners.
No.
I can fight every kindergartner in America.
All of them.
I would always win.
Okay, how about this? They're kindergartners, but they are fearless. They come out and they're
give a shit if they're fearless. They have no muscle mass.
Think about them biting because if you get bit, if you get a little bite by a big dog that's not trying to bite you too hard, it doesn't hurt. But if you get nipped by a puppy, those little sharp teeth, those little sharp baby teeth, gonna get you, bro.
Yeah, but you can
grab your legs.
Yeah, no, they can be strong, but you can also punch their skulls in.
I know.
Punch so many of them.
They don't have a soft skull like a baby. I can do infinite babies, buddy.
The corpses will pile up enough where you can just take them on a few at a time.
Have you ever seen The Lord of the Rings? We're talking about an entire horde of six.
Yeah, a horde of 6. Yeah, that ain't shit.
And have you ever had they want your blood?
Have you ever had a 6-year-old grab onto your leg as a joke, and they're like, "I'm gonna grab your leg," and you're like, "I'm your uncle. I'm a big monster or whatever." Think about two kids on your legs. That's 60 pounds on your legs. What if one of them grabs your arm? You only got one arm to punch them all off. You're gonna get fucked, man.
Yeah, but no,
use them as a
I'm not
club.
looking to hurt those kids though.
You're gonna be buried under a writhing pile of ferocious 6-year-olds who want nothing but to tear you limb from limb. They're gonna do it. It's only a matter of time. You're gonna get tired.
Yeah, I'll probably get tired. Yeah, that's a fair point. But I could take out a countless number of them. That's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to find a video.
I'm thinking 7 or 8. If they're really mean, I don't think I can.
7 or 8 4-year-olds.
That's too easy.
If they all jump at me at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah, but come on, that's you playing with them. If you wanted to fuck up your kid, I'm not saying you should. But you can fuck her up.
My kid's the sweetest kid in the world. She'd never do that.
Yeah, but easily. If you decided to beat your kid stands no chance.
But 60 of them.
Like the most
easy, because they'll still feel fear.
No,
once they see what happens their first few.
These are genetically enhanced Chinese laboratory. They've been bred for one sole purpose.
Gymnastics.
Yeah, gymnastics and taking you down. They're gonna cartwheel all over your ass. Just you wait. I don't know. I think. I don't know. I think kids are a little scarier.
Oh, this is what I was looking for. Here we go.
It's so easy to put someone in the hospital with a good punch in the face.
You guys see this video of Mike Valley fighting 4 guys? He was a skater. I'll post it in general.
That's a classic.
Was he like a secret skater in like the first Tony Hawk?
I don't know.
You have to unlock this bad boy.
Doo-doo.
Well, I guess we have a winner of the drinking contest, huh?
Yeah,
Yes, Monster?
we do.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Now you win.
Are you gonna take a victory shot to prove your dominance?
Yeah, I'll take a victory shot. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah.
This is what I was envisioning Captain Curry fighting the kindergartners. Just wailing, just strength, take his shirt off. He has that 30, 40-year-old man energy who's just gnarled over time, like a burrow from a tree.
Bit of a fuck.
Yeah, a bit of a douche, but you're a bitch-ass N-word.
Well, guys, you want to call that a stream? It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, bring in Wedge for a second. He's been waiting.
Alrighty.
Wedge, what up?
Wedge is muted.
Wedge is muted again. Well, he'll unmute himself in a second. Man, this guy's.
You can't do any more back there, Wedge.
Get clear. Can't do.
We've been streaming for 2 hours already. When do we start? How long has this been going? Jeez.
Ralph's time is over. Now is the time for the Wedge. Get ready for the Wedge Retort on my new site WedgeTube, where you can watch videos from leftist alt-righters and everything in between. Oh, and of course the Wedge.
Awesome.
Well, all right.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you, Wedge.
Bravo. I think you should end the stream on that.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play us out with some music from our boys, the Hard Men Working Hard. You can find their shit at soundcloud.com/HMWH. Their new album is cover art is on the screen. GOTY of the year 2019. Yeah, good shit, man.
I wanted to say thank you. I'm Full Blast. Appreciate everyone who sent a couple super chats this week, and everyone who just watched and participated in the chat. I appreciate you all. You humble me. I hope you have a good weekend, and take care. Take care of yourself. Guys, it's been fun. Later.
Are you off stream?
Yeah, I'm a straight guy, and I got straight pride. Don't want a thick, warm dick in my backside. I like straight times, like grilling with the guys and cracking up in the car on you. This is shit I desire. I love the straight shit, like dancing to the beat. When I'm topless at the club in the summer heat. I love the straight songs by my boy Elton John. I play 'em when I'm making love, baby, you're not long. Cause I'm a straight man, and I got straight friends. Don't want the chicks interfering with their straight plans. We got straight hobbies, like eating biscuits soggy. Slather on that sauce, I want it in my body. And bodybuilding, yeah, that's it, you feel me? Straight as shit there ever is, you know I ain't kidding. Going heaven's where it's at, cause want me on the rack. Hey, check my glutes, bro, there's nothing gay about that. You're not homo, but you know that you got a nice rump. You up for some amateur wrestling after the pump? Let me oil your thighs so that I rub too much. I know a club where we can go and spiral night till a shot. Then it's back to mine for some one-to-one time. Check out my meat, I'm cooking it all up tonight. For you, a couple of hot dogs and a couple of brews. A recipe for messy eating's how I like it, how about you? Come on and fill me up, I never spill a drop. I wanna taste your cocktail, fragrant, nice and hot. I can feel my heart throb, but I don't ever wanna stop. Keep on eating till I pop, then it's time to swap. But it's up to you if you want to taste too. We got nothing to prove, we got nothing to lose. It's fine, take your time, we're just two straight guys. Have a straight dinner like straight guys do sometimes. I'm just a straight guy, living a straight life. I'm out and proud and I ain't ever gonna hide. We're just two straight guys, having a straight time. Before you come, I need to know if you got straight pride. Straight pride? Hell yeah, I got it. And I'm coming out in style from the straight closet. Far too long, my straight roots have gone unwatered. Let me drink up all your straightness from your straight faucet. If you've got straight pride, then I am by your side. All the colors of the straight flag are flying high. Fuck what they say, I ain't living a lie. Straight life, bitch, yeah, until the day I die. If you're a straight guy, then now's your time. Every straighty grab your lady, look her in the eyes, and tell her, baby, I'm so straight, I wanna cry. And kiss her like you kiss your bro, hey, that's normal, right? Look, I'm straight, okay, so that means I'm not
not gay. Why would you think I'm gay? I swear I'm not gay. You like fucking women, yeah, pussy is what I slay. You love fucking men too, but in a straight way. I want pussy, I want pussy, I want pussy, I want calm. Wait a minute to say pussy, I want pussy in my bum. Wait a minute, not in my bum, I mean in my palm. I want your rock hard pussy squirting on my tongue. I wanna feel your stubble of your cheek when you're kissing my neck and taking me from behind. Slide your pussy down my crack, I wanna feel your pussy in me, baby, so damn deep. I've never felt a pussy like a girl, I can't believe it. Cause I'm just a straight guy, living a straight life. I'm out and proud and I ain't ever gonna hide. We're just two straight guys, having a straight time. Before you come, I need to know if you got straight pride. Oh, I'm just a straight guy and I got a little straight pride. I know it's hard, but I can always be your straight guy. Will you come with me, keep me warm throughout the late night? Don't be afraid, everybody